Fraser Clark.
Fraser Clark, Fabio Wardley.
When I tell you though, what did I say to you about the dog, bro?
I was wrong.
I said to you, listen, Fabio Wardley, he's not playing by Fraser Clark's script.
No, brother. Not normal wrong. Yeah.
Incredibly wrong.
Incredibly wrong.
It's like when you predicted Errol Spence.
Yeah.
You've been wrong like that before.
Yeah, they're the devastating ones though. They're the ones of high key devastation. Yes. You know what I mean? Like, well, again, Batavia. Hey, listen, we'll get to that.
Okay, cool.
I mean, on points, who would have thought? Anyway, but no, this one though, bro. So Fraser Clark, Team GB. The background is backgrounding. We've taken all the steps. Mm-hmm. Yes, again, Lawrence told us, you know what, he was in Team GB for more than he said he done 3 cycles of it.
He said 3 cycles, 12 years though.
That is mad. That's too long.
You overcooked that. You burnt the chicken in the oven.
Yeah. The chicken is not even in class of chicken anymore.
It's thick. The crust is, you can't even save it. You can't
call it carcass. That's why wildlife
can't even save it.
When it's just vultures that can come and get that. Yeah. But yeah, so he was in there for a long time. But I thought with everything you've learned all the fundamentals in sport. You always taught the fundamentals are the key things that's going to save you. Yeah. But what happens when the fundamentals meets a Rottweiler?
Absolutely. This was literally boxer brawler, and my angle in all of this was his brawling and his the instinct that Wardley's on is going to wipe this man's boxing away because. And as experience plays on, it works better for Wardley because what Wardley has in that natural violent instinct, he can learn boxing on top of that. You will never have the instinct that he has. It's not in you. As a person, in life, as a fighter, it's not there. So when he started talking about knocking him out, now we look back, the behavior at the press conference, getting up to go and shake hands and do all of that. Yeah. I was looking and thinking, this is nervous energy. This is not good energy here. Yeah. This is not I'm coming to put hands on this brother and get revenge. No, none of that. You came in there on some different stuff. And I think now we start to realize you maybe was trying to psych yourself up.
No, because you know what? I honestly feel, I don't even believe that's right. I feel that he believed he learned something about himself in that fight because he was intimidated. I know he was intimidated. That's for sure. And then the intimidation was finally gone. You saw him when he got into the ring, when he was just standing out there with his arms spread wide and just trying to soak in the moment, saying, I can fight this guy and I'm on his level, or I think I've got another gear. What we didn't realize is that guy also
has another gear.
So the man that you met, I'm not him anymore. The person that you fought and you felt a level of comfortability, I'm not there anymore. And guess what? I'm even more ruthless. You know when he said, well, how's he going to feel about, he said he knocked him down. Remember when I was always looking at it from a Fraser Clark perspective of he got up, he showed fight, he showed dog, he showed all these things. So he's going to be okay. What I didn't think about was, well, Fabio Wardley has also knocked down Fraser.
There you go.
And he said, if I knocked you down then, I could probably get to you a bit earlier.
There we go, bro.
I probably got, and you know when the mistakes that were made, and these are fundamental mistakes that doesn't make sense. He wanted the referee to save him at moments. You know when he falls into the ropes.
Yeah, I think it was there, but it felt longer than it actually was when we watched it the first time round. Watching it back, brother, he goes into the ropes and kind of turns around, but it's not enough time for you to think the referee's coming. The referee's also in your eye line, and he's not coming.
But he's looking at the referee like, are you going to do something? Brother. And maybe this could be the Olympic thing where in the Olympics,
they probably would jump on
and say, stop this. Spencer Fearon settings.
Bam, bam.
Oh no, because we get, so he doesn't get the help, but he's discombobulated. Remember, as he's taking that shot, and I think in that moment, he's kind of unsure where he is, but he's fighting to survive. And then the grapple work, I'm saying, the clinch, that doesn't even look good. So again, it's like almost like you're in deep water and you're just fighting to survive. And the animalistic energy kicks in. And Fabio Wardley says, well, he throws this shot that would have dented his... Remember the shot that missed?
Oh, the zinger, bro. If that shot landed, he would have been in the second row. He'd have been in the second row, fam. Sitting right behind Turkey Al Sheikh. because that shot there had everything from Ipswich on that shot, bro. That shot was like bullet speed.
Yeah.
And it's just like, if you know what was there when that miss, you just look like, oh, you're being serious. You're being
What
serious.
did that do to you?
So
Yeah, what that do, bro?
Oh, brother. What, you trying to
Kill me. No, because it is
dangerous, bro. That was insane.
You know when TP won't not play fighting anymore, it's like, bro, like, there's bad intentions from you because
worst
we done bare face-offs, and I think you're actually kind of cool.
You're a top guy. I think you're still a stand-up guy, bro. He was trying to end him.
Yeah, and well, praise God, that shot doesn't land.
Now,
But the shots
absolutely.
after,
The ones after, bro. And the baddest thing is, so I think it's 3 big shots that land. Boom, boom. And then it's that last one where it's like, crack. And that shot is so horrible. It's uncomfortable to watch the replay back. They played the replay so many times.
They shouldn't have done that.
I was just like, turn this off.
we saw enough. They could have stopped it before the final shot.
It's like, what it felt like? You know when you watch UFC clips and the guy gets kicked in his head and you see the head cave in and you're just like, that's not sports. This is not sports.
Yeah. I was not. And you know what's crazy? Because when that shot happens, I just felt worried. I just got worried, honestly. Like, and this is the conflict about boxing,
and
right?
he cracked his cheekbone,
Brother.
And but it's like it's on this bit, that's what the whole afterwards came. I was just like,
bro. Seriously, let me tell you the thoughts I went through. I said, I hope they have the best medical people here right now because I haven't seen that before. And the fact of the matter is, you see when Frazier lifts his hand, that's him preparing to stop the punch that already hit him. It's 10 seconds late, bro. He was frozen. Bro, and then he wasn't moving. And I said, well, what does this mean? Like, literally, I couldn't enjoy after.
It was a movie. It was almost like a spoof movie style knockout.
Yeah.
Where someone just gets, and they're just in the corner. And like, they showed his face.
His head was on the rope.
The jaw was like out of sync. There was a dark shadow now on the side of his face. And I'm literally just thinking to myself, oh my gosh. Like, I in my head, I'm thinking, I'm waiting for him to just pop up in a couple minutes time and be like completely fine. And this was just the thing that we've never noticed on his face
put
before.
Oxygen on him straight away,
Fam.
bro. I'm not. I won't lie to you. I was scared.
I'll
be real. I was scared. I said,
if I didn't see him come over and greet man and afterwards, because he came over and then Wardley's like holding his face like, yeah, man, love, bro. I'm thinking to myself, brother, the guy's face must feel like it's on fire.
Don't touch
and
it.
you're there rubbing his cheek.
Even the plane ride, bro. I thought about all of these things. Keep him here, bro.
The
he
air
ain't
pressure.
getting home. Air pressure.
The air pressure on the
Stay
flight.
here. He can stay here for 2 weeks. Go home. Let's get it right, bro. Because the headache, bro. On a serious note, I was like, remember his moment in the street, I was like, I hope he's okay, now, once we know everything's blessed and he's going to be fine, brilliant.
They operated yesterday, I believe. I heard. I saw on Twitter someone said they operated him last night.
Thank God, because I was nervous. Again, he's got a family, bro. Like that's the contradiction about boxing, right? You want it to be gory, you want someone to go for it, but you don't want that. It's like almost cheering on a rap battle, but you don't want them to die. You know what I mean? Exactly. It's like you
don't
just
want
want
to kill each other. Just
rap. You know what I mean? And that's what I felt about that one. It was like you lot really got there, but did we go too far? Like, did we?
Well, no, because it's boxing, innit? And it's like until the guy's down, you're gonna keep throwing to get him out.
Yeah, I hear it, and that's we watch for those moments.
I just think. I mean, so then let's move forward. I just want to say a final thing, and just like, yo, Fraser Clark, big respect to you, bro. We know this boxing thing is not easy, and we hope you make a full recovery, and we get to see you back in the ring at some point.
That kind of punch will change you, though.
That's the thing. And
let's be honest, it's not going to change Fabio because I think that dog that's in him will continue to be there, never be watered down. But I think a punch like that does change a fighter's perspective or the way a fighter manages each and every single fight.
He's got to get used to trusting that he can take a shot there without the potential
damage. Because the thing, all you're going to think of that injury and what happened to me in that moment.
So, but like looking at Wardley's career now, where does he go?
Great question.
Because I look at before I felt like the ceiling for Wardley was you beat guys at this level, you beat Clark, and then we'll move to maybe the next level. We might have some issues. But now I'm looking at it and thinking to myself, I don't know what that looks like with you versus. Let's look at the names: Caballo, Joseph Parker, Bacoli.
I think he's got more
Jared
ruthless in him.
Anderson.
I think he's more ruthless than. Oh, that's a nice fight.
Jared Anderson.
I think, yeah, I like that.
Jeez.
Because that's a nice little step, especially. That's a lovely little fight, actually.
Great fight.
That's a good fight for him.
Jared Anderson or Big Baby Miller.
Yeah, I think he's a.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you talk about that next level.
I'm not
that
going straight up.
No, not them man there.
Yeah.
That's interesting. You
Joe
know,
Joyce.
I think he's more ruthless than Joseph Parker. You know, Parker's throws good combinations and stuff, but he's
nice
not
guy
as
element about his
nice
game.
guy element. You know what I mean? But then we've seen a new Joseph Parker though.
I mean, Joseph Parker got knocked out by Joe Joyce badly. What does it look like with Fabio Wardley in there throwing hell?
I don't want anyone to fight Joe Joyce ever again. I think Joe Joyce needs to leave the game as well. I'm being honest with you. Joe Joyce, I don't want to see Joe Joyce. It's done. Honest, sometimes you got to say it, bro. It's long.
Yeah,
it's long. The way you lost it. Wasn't he folded? What was the fight that
he went down, but he didn't. It was Zhang. Zhang is on.
Who folded him?
Zhang.
That's it. Your chin has been dynamite for years, and guess what? Now you're a Fabergé. In terms of can't Fabergé. You know those eggs, them eggs that just That's what's become, and then you can tell because that's where it's become. So guess what? The resistance that you've been able to use your head as your defense, is saying, I can't do that for you no more. We've reached that moment, and we can kind of, glue this thing back together, but it's always gonna be, we've damaged it.
Yeah. That's
right. And what, you're gonna put him in there with Fabio? With how his chin's looking now?
He's gonna tee off on him and send him to the shadow realms.
Brother.
So let's look at Bacoli would be probably a step too far. I think Bacoli's just on the cusp of the top tier. Like Caballo, Jared Anderson.
I like Jared Anderson. I like Big Baby Miller.
Yeah,
I like those fights for him. Those are
Ruiz.
Would like that.
What's wrong with the Ruiz?
I would like that.
I think he's earned his right to say, I'm on the next level now.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I've graduated.
He separated himself from 100%. All the Romford Bull and all that man there.
Relinquish the belt and move on and continue to represent for us white collar Mandem fan, because he's obviously showing that there's some gems that come out, and now we can only speculate what my career would have been like for real.
You know what? For real. Sometimes you think about it, and like you could be an unearthed gem, bro. You could be an unearthed diamond.
I'd have been mixing it with the light heavies, bro. I'd have been another name in the hat, bro. That's an insane alternative reality to think of, you know.
Is that you'll be in the light heavyweight division?
I fully would be.
You're getting.
I would have started at at super middle.
With all the light
grown into the light heavy.
If I think of a light heavy, you're getting smoked every time.
Yeah, but because I'm a comedian now. I'm saying an alternate reality where I've become a light heavyweight boxer.
In the alternate reality,
I'm not a comedian as well.
Yeah,
we're not battling the same.
In a alternate reality,
what do you mean?
Put a name on it. Who would reckon that your career would have made you good enough to beat? In a reality, just play around with it. You can see what you think cool. Could have been.
So let's say, because me and Yard are not friends in this alternate reality. Yeah. I'm not friends with none of them.
Yeah.
I'm the one that's so separate.
Are you going to have punch power, do you reckon?
I feel like
you'd be a points man.
Nah, I think I've got surprising power. You see my
like Greg Richards.
If we go by my data on my last fight,
you're like Greg Richards.
It ended on a spiky KO, bro. So I'm trying to build the boxing in that, but there's a big rat hell in there as well. Saying
that, you versus Boatsy would be...
It'd be a pretty good fight. It'd be a good personality clash. Great personality clash. That'll wind him up, fam. Are you mad? I would irritate him. Bro, we saw Boatsy and he don't like me. He don't like me.
Finally, me and Boatsy, I didn't realize, well, I kind of got a little vibe, but I didn't realize how bad it was between, like, I'd say undefeated. Well, nice night. Well, it wasn't even me, bro. I inherited, bro.
You know inherited the beef.
I inherited the beef. Push your T. No, honestly, I saw that and I said, because he said, let's talk. Do you know what I mean? Wicked. So we're going to talk. Then I tried to say...
So we're at the press conference, right? And we're at the Undisputed Control Player playing the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
And I hear someone call KG, and KG's like, oh, rah, say no more. Goes over there. They're having a chat. I look over there. I'm like, oh, that's Boatsy. I'm walking over there. And I think to myself, this is going to be interesting for me. Because
Yeah.
I know this guy ain't going to be too
Well,
keen.
you have a feeling
I
about
got a
how he feels
feeling.
about me, but you
Like,
don't know.
I don't know for sure, but I'm like, this is interesting.
Come on, fam.
So he's behind the barrier. You
Yeah.
lot are chatting. So you lot are chatting now.
I see Trav,
Yeah, I'll pull up and I'm standing there.
and I do the right thing to do
Yeah.
when you
He goes-
try to introduce.
He goes, and obviously, this is Trav. And he keeps his eyes focused on KG the whole time I arrive. And he keeps focused on KG and goes, nah, I don't care about that guy. And I chuckle because I'm thinking to myself, the awkwardness of this is so funny to me.
tense. No, because the killer is. You know why it felt tense? Because the way he quickly looked at you to acknowledge you was how he looks in the staros.
Yeah,
People that
the look was just like, yeah, I don't care about
But
that.
you got. I'm thinking all that was missing was, because before the fights, he does the bearded and he lets his hair grow out and he looks at the wild.
Was the wild hair.
Yeah, the wild hair. All that was missing from what I see in that moment was the wild unkept hair. But he was just thinking, but he just looked, and I said, and I go, all I was thinking, no, I'm not gonna lie, all I was thinking is, no one say anything in this moment. Usually I'm on bullshit.
In my head, you know what happened?
No one say
What's
anything.
mad is in my head,
It's different.
I wasn't gonna try and play with man, like, but in my head, in that moment, I can't lie to you. The thing that came to my head was, right, you don't want to talk to me.
No, that was I knew, no, but in that all I was thinking is,
right, don't talk to me.
please don't. No, all I was thinking in that moment is, Trav, don't be a comedian right now.
Yeah, I know, because it was there. You
Trav,
saw it.
I was thinking, no, honestly, I said, Trav,
I know,
please
I
don't.
know.
I know everything in you has got the comedic timing.
The moment
response,
of this was like,
just like, and I'm like,
I just
fight that.
I chilled.
Fight that natural urge of comedy.
That's what the chuckle was.
That says yes.
The chuckle was.
I'm
gonna
leave this because this one's nuts, bro. I'm telling you, the tension would have changed.
It would have been
to the back of the room very quickly.
Silly. It would have been
because there's a pressure happening.
I know.
Over there.
I know. But the thing is, for me, and what is interesting in that moment is I'm looking up thinking to myself, you don't like the things I say. Like, no, you don't like them.
Of course he doesn't.
But like, what I mean by that is like, because when we talk about boxing on this podcast, I don't insult a person on a personal level.
Yeah.
Obviously, when your career is your passion project, it's going to feel personal.
Yeah.
But the things I say, because if I was personally disrespecting him, that moment is very different for me in an awful way.
It's got too many layers to it. I think
we're
it's got too many layers.
But we're talking boxing. We're talking about the career, the management of the career. I'm obviously clearly Team Yard in this equation, to the point where the Lyndon Arthur storyline, like, I'm clearly, that's my brother.
But there's layers to it because I think in all of this as well, there's the personal and me disappointment. I think there's so much, bro, there's so much, because I've thought about this thing for a long time and it's interesting. I think there's conversations to be had, basically.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, what's interesting about this stuff, right, is we've argued about these points. You've defended Boatsy
Every single time.
And when we do Boatsy Yard, I'm very clear on my stance and I fight the corner that I fight. But when Boatsy fights other people, I happily back him.
Yeah.
So as personal as it might feel...
Not yet. You've only backed him once.
Against
he
fought
Spider.
You
didn't back him against Spider. You didn't back him against
when he fought in the garden.
You backed him against Bologna.
When he fights those men...
Or when he fights the men that you know.
When he fights people like I'm cooler with... Remember, I don't know Boatsy from nowhere. I don't owe anything to like him or to be... I respect him because I'm like, brother, you're a brother from South, so when you're going out and you're fighting, you'll do your thing. I'm going to root for you. If you're going up against people I know and I am cool with, I'm obviously going to favour who says.
Do you know why it's nuts? You know, I actually like Yard. Great guy.
These are not...
Yard is honestly, Yard is a great guy, but I've made my line in the sand, bro. We've been arguing about this thing for so long, but when it came onto that pod, and sat down, when I saw him at the event, at the O2, and I met his sister and this, that, and the other, and he's like, bro, man singing the songs that I've made from back in the day.
I
said, brother, I can't dislike you, bro. Everything about you is wicked. But guess what? I still believe when we talk about boxing, brother, I feel that this fighter is above you. I still feel that until these men meet. But then I think Boatsy, I don't know if how much content he's watching, but clearly not enough. Or he might be watching the days. Yeah. He might be watching the days where something egregious is said and he turns it off. And I think that's a mistake, bro.
Yeah, I think it feels very personal for him, and I just look at it and I think to myself, it's kind of short-sighted because at the end of the day, like this is, and I think where Boatsy's shortcomings do play out, right? Great performance against Hutchinson, did everything he needed to do to win the fight.
Best Boatsy I've seen.
As far as leaving money on the table, you leave money on the table all the time in the most creative ways. The press conferences where people have a chance to get to know you, you don't want to do that. You don't want to participate in these things. You don't show up on certain platforms. Like, we see you on the obvious ones. Yeah. These platforms criticize you in harsh ways as well. Yeah. But you show up to those. For us, we're on red tape, execution. Your bridge is there, but it's like, it don't matter. I look at these things and I'm just like, you're not doing yourself favors if you want the love you think you deserve. So for my thing, just as a fan in boxing, I'm like, what view do you have of yourself that we're missing? Because you see what Yard is like out there. This is a personable character. People get to know what he's on because he just is himself. With Boatsy, my critique is, and because when I critique someone, I can give someone game, and you know what I'm saying, and it just
but
be
you know
what
what's
it is.
funny?
Because
I think you're similar. I actually think I think you're similar in terms of a personality type. You won't go outside and do what I do in terms of the personal thingies. Yeah, you are there's comedians that you will not talk to. You won't. You're not even going to entertain it. You're not going to say, I've seen how you move. I've seen what you say. Nah, I don't feel like it actually. And he's like that. The killer is, you'll go out, you do business. So I can see a similar, what do you call it? Shit.
He said in another reality.
We're friends. Similar. You're similar.
In an alternate reality, we're
very, because just imagine, I know you'll do the same thing. If there's someone that you don't like that comes over talking to me, you won't say hello to them. Even if I said, Trev, you blank them.
So he's saying this whole time it's just a clash.
It's a personality clash. Very principled guys, just principled, very principled youths. I don't need to talk to you anymore. Watch on the night. Watch at the show. Oh, you lot think this person's good at comedy? Come see me perform. There's no more to talk about. How different is it? How?
That's hilarious.
How different is it? I'm just saying.
This has made me want to have to sit down with Boatsy now. I wanted to have the chest. I want to see the chest. Because you know what's mad is that some of the critique that I'll probably even give him would apply to me.
Apply to you?
Yeah, because I'm like, bro, give more.
Remember when you was just on comedy? You was just on the comedy clubs and people tell you about online and you had the online attitude.
Nah. Bro, I'm a live entertainer. Oh my gosh. What are you saying? I'm the comedy's Boatsy. What? Wow. Well, look, man. Let me say this. So let me say this then, yeah?
You're not like that anymore.
Yeah, I'm not now.
Not anymore.
So in my journey, my experience and things I've learned, yeah, that's not helping you in the long run, bro.
Yeah.
There's money on the table that you're leaving because you're an amazing fighter.
Yeah.
But the other side of the business is as important as well.
Why that other shit is important?
What a journey.
That's crazy.
Let's talk bit more. You know.
All right.